Okay, good morning class, welcome back. Okay, now today we shall be doing the last part of the chapter. Now in this part we shall be describing about the different strategies, the different methods in which we can keep our urban areas clean. Alright, and the next topic that we will be doing is waste. Under the same topic, the subheading would be waste management. So how are we going to manage our waste products? Okay, now when we are talking about the strategies or the methods in which we are going to manage our waste products, we are talking about in the urban areas, we know that the population has been increasing rapidly. Alright, that means the population is increasing day by day because people are migrating. The migration process is taking place on a daily basis. People are moving from one place to other, especially from the rural areas to the urban areas in search of jobs. Okay, and for other things also, but especially for jobs. Now what is happening is, because of the increasing population, the amount of waste products that is produced, the amount of waste products that is produced in the urban area is also increasing. So now see, we learned about the satellite towns, we learned also about the smart cities. Now when we were talking about the smart cities, we learned about how the government along with the private sectors, including every individual in the society, we are working hand in hand to use or to sustain the environment in such a way that we reduce the amount of waste products. And we also try, now whatever, you can't do without waste product. There will be waste products, all right, but what we are trying to do is not only reducing the amount of waste product, but we are also trying to recycle whatever waste products are there. So that is how we are going to learn about the waste management programs. Okay, now one of the most important or the large scale campaign that took place in India in the year 2016, which was started by our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, is the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India movement. Okay, so under this movement, he guided us, the Prime Minister guided us to keep our environment clean. Okay, so then we started focusing about not only keeping our environment, but wherever we go, we try to keep the place, our homes, our schools, our classrooms. Okay, under all these programs, our environment, the locality, the society, we joined hands with clubs, we joined hands with NGOs, and then we started cleaning the environment. Okay, so these type of many campaigns took place where we started cleaning our environment and managing our wastes. Okay, now when we talk about waste management, especially we are talking about the urban areas. Now because the population is increasing, the pollution is also increasing, because more number of people means more number of vehicles being used. Okay, so what we are trying is, we are trying to reduce the amount of waste products. Now in Japan, in the country called Japan, cleaning or cleanliness is being taught at a very young age. In schools in Japan, in almost all the schools, they do not have a person called the janitor or the cleaner or the sweepers. They don't have people cleaning the classrooms. The children themselves clean the classroom, and that is part of their curriculum. And even in our school, we, the teachers, divide the students in the classroom into groups, and each group or each houses, you have 4 houses, and each group has to clean your classroom every day. Alright, so that is how we are trying to inculcate the habit in you to keep not only yourselves clean, but also to keep your environment clean. And because of the lockdown, you also learned why it is very, very essential for individuals to wash their hand properly. Okay, so this also shows that when you are keeping your environment clean, when you are keeping yourself clean, you will be free of all the diseases. All right, okay. Now when we talk about waste products, okay, or the materials or the waste materials, we divide them into two parts. If you check on page 62, on the right hand side, under waste management, it is divided into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So waste management can be divided, waste products can be divided into two parts. One is the biodegradable, which is the first one, and the second one is the non-biodegradable materials. Now what do you mean by biodegradable? Now those materials which can easily disintegrate means easily break down into small particles and then mix in the soil is known as biodegradable waste. So for example, what are the biodegradable waste? Biodegradable waste are those degradable waste or those waste which can disintegrate or break down into small particles extremely easily. For example, those materials or those waste products which come out especially from the kitchens, that is the food, the vegetable peels. Okay, when you are cutting vegetables, you throw a part of it. So these, when you throw it into the dustbin or wherever you throw it, they easily break down. Okay, and then they get mixed up into the soil very easily, and they do not harm the soil. Now the next one is, we are talking about the non-biodegradable. Here we are talking about metals like aluminum, okay, which do not disintegrate very easily. It takes a very long time. Plastics, okay, the plastic is one material which harms the environment on a very large scale because it takes a very long time, extremely long time to break down, okay, to disintegrate. So that is why when we are talking about waste management, we also talk about, or when we are talking about clean environment, save the environment, we always talk about using as less number of plastics as possible in the environment. If you reduce the number of plastic, like when we were talking about pollution, I told you all, try to use those materials or those things which can be used again and again. Don't use stuff, especially when we are going for picnics, when we are going for parties, we use those plastic material, plastic plates, plastic spoons, use and throw materials. Do not use that. Try to avoid using these type of materials because these take a very long time to disintegrate or break down, and then these harm the environment on a very large scale. So under this topic, you have to, main topic is what do you mean by, the main question here that you are going to get is what do you mean by waste management, and under this the question that is going to come is differentiate between, with examples, differentiate between biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable. So biodegradable are those waste products that can be easily disintegrated or can easily break down and excuse me, and does not have a negative effect on the environment. All right, okay. Now see on page 63, simple steps towards handling waste. So here we are going to learn about how we can handle the waste so that it has a less negative impact on the environment. First is install separate bins. That means, see, whenever there is a place, every area has a place to throw their garbage, but you have to learn to segregate your waste. That means separate your waste. Throw the wet waste in one part, that is the biodegradable one, and non-biodegradable waste like the solid materials like iron, like your plastics, in one part. Okay, the chips packets that you throw has to be thrown in a separate bin, which is also known as the dry bin. The dry stuffs like paper, plastic should be thrown on one side, and the wet waste or the biodegradable waste like the food that is wasted from the kitchen or the peels, vegetable peels, should be thrown in one. So that when it is, suppose the first part that you can help is by separating it, so that when they go later on for waste management programs, for recycling, the wet waste can be made into compost. Okay, compost, and then later can be spread in a vegetable area, in the field to grow vegetables can be used as manure, and the dry waste like the plastics and the paper can be recycled again. If you see what the importance of this is, without wasting, sometimes what happens is, suppose there is a paper and the food waste also and the paper and the plastics, if you throw it in the same bin, a lot of time is wasted in separating it. Okay, so the first thing that you can do on your part as an individual, okay, is to separate the dry and the wet waste. Okay, now recycling. Second one is recycling. So the bottles, that the plastic bottles that you use, you should not throw away. You can use it as pots for the plant, or you can use it as decorative methods. So a waste from one activity can be used to make a material, or in schools also you can make it to use it to make art and craft, for making chandeliers, for making crafts, decoratives for birthday parties. So you can use in all these stuffs, especially the plastic bottles. All right, and there is something called DIY, do it yourself, you can watch on YouTube. So all these, how can you use a waste material to make decorative items, has been taught in the YouTube. Okay, now enough paid toilets and washrooms, so that people do not harm the environment, people do not pollute the environment and go and defecate in the fields, meaning go and answer nature's call in the field. There should be enough public toilets, paid public toilets, so that you do not go outside and do toilet. Okay, next is reward those who keep their environments clean. So once you start encouraging people and sometimes even reward them, then people will start understanding the value of keeping your environment clean. So once you start rewarding people who has followed the environment, who has followed proper cleaning methods of their environment, they will be able to encourage other people as well. Now see, I'm not going to go the entire thing, I'm not going to do in detail, you also have to read on your own, okay, but I'm going to do the main ones. Okay, now another thing how you can help each other is, you can organize an event to teach students, to teach your friends, to teach your classmates, okay, to teach your friends in the neighborhood. You can organize events based on environment, to teach them the importance of keeping your environment clean. What are the things that you have learned in school? You can share your knowledge with your friends. Okay, you can form a group and then decide on the method how you are going to keep your environment clean. Then make it compulsory to hand over biodegradable waste to the collection agents. Now see, you have people, municipality vehicles coming all over the area to collect the garbage. So this has to be made compulsory. For example, in school it is compulsory for you all to throw your papers in the bin. Okay, otherwise you will get scolding from your teacher. So it is extremely compulsory for you all to throw your waste products in the waste bin. You should not be littering all around, meaning you should not be throwing the waste products all around. You should learn to throw the waste products at the waste bin. Okay, now last is bring the latest technology in solid waste management. So see, the wet waste or the waste products that is coming out from the kitchen, you can dig a small hole in the ground and then you can put it there, and you can again cover it up with leaves, twigs and mud, and you can convert it into manure. But the waste, the solid waste like the plastics, what are you going to do? You can't do anything. So the government has to set up, it is very compulsory, it is extremely compulsory for the government to set up solid management. Technological machines are required to convert this solid waste into materials which can be recycled and used again. So all these are the different points which you have to follow as a citizen towards handling of the waste in your environment. So this is the last part and we are done with the chapter. Now I want you all to do the exercises on page 64 and 65. All right, and the geo terms I've already always told you all, the geo terms which is in this box is extremely important. Most of the questions are going to come from here, because the definition for all the important topics, all the important terminology are given in this page. All right, thank you.